segment is sponsored by Shriners Children's. I'm here today with Rusty Petty and Ken Morey from the Shriners. They do extensive work for the community of Central Illinois, and they are actually doing something soon. So let's get into it. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
So the Shriners are holding a screening clinic. Can you tell me a little bit about this clinic and what your goal is with it?
Well, yes, the screening clinic is next Saturday. It's at the Shrine Center. They're on 6th Street from 10 in the morning till 12 in the afternoon. There's absolutely no obligation. There's no cost. It's a free screening clinic to evaluate and see if children with orthopedic problems can be helped by the St. Louis Hospital.
That's fantastic. So why should families in Central Illinois maybe want to consider Shriners Children's Care?
So Shriners are the foremost experts in what they do. We've been treating children's orthopedic needs for over 100 years. And our doctors specialize probably more than anybody locally or regionally in children orthopedic needs. So if you have a problem, if you have a child that has, a severe orthopedic deformity or just a mild, we have the doctors who are trained to take care of that better than anybody else in the world.
Wow. That's amazing. So we obviously have talked at the screening clinic is complimentary, but is it expensive to go to the Shriners for things when it comes to medical care?
Well, we like to say that we turn no children away for their inability to pay. So there's a misconception out there that we are the Medicare, Medicaid people for children who can afford to go to a doctor. I want to make that very clear. That's not the case. We consider ourselves the best in the world at what we do. And because we're exclusively orthopedic for children, our doctors are more likely to have seen your child's need than any of the orthopedic doctors here in town. So they're not only not going to have an expense they can't pay for, they are going to get the best care possible.
So I'm sure you guys are extremely proud of some of the children and all of the children who have went through, but are there any stories of a child that you'd like to share?
So, Shriners, since its inception, has treated about 1.5 million kids, and a lot of those are right here in Central Illinois. We have one patient, his name is Preston, who is kind of our little personal patient ambassador. And at the age of 6, he had to make a decision whether to have probably 20, 30 surgeries for the rest of his life or have his leg amputated. And he made a decision at a very young age to have his leg amputated to give himself a better life. And he hasn't looked back since. He excels in sports, he excels in school, he excels as just an amazing young man. That's what Shriners, that's what we do. We work on the body and the mind. Mm-hmm. Preston was able, with the care he received, to make that decision, which is hard for anybody to make, let alone a young child. But it also taught him to thrive in life. It taught him to excel at everything he does, and just what he's turned into is just remarkable. And that's the same for every single child that we care for. It's just they become amazing humans, but they excel in sports, academia. So there's nothing that our patients cannot do.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So Ken and Rusty, where can people go to get more information and hear more about your stories?
Well, the first thing they can do is go to shrinerschildrens.org, our website, which explains all of the different conditions that we treat. For all practical purposes, we treat any kind of an orthopedic problem for children from birth to age 18. Or they could call the hospital, call the center. If I'm the contact point for the screening clinic, so you can call me. Can I give my number on the air?
Yes, I can, or I can link it. I can have it on there whenever it airs.
Well, it's 217-341-3650. So
Awesome.
If you've got any immediate questions or you want to call for an appointment next Saturday, feel free to give me a call.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll have everything linked on newschannel20.com.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.